need for a time to go in? Yeah, the dual stream is weird. I would kind of need to. YouTube really needs to fix this. So I would kind of have to have myself here, which is like a weird position to have yourself. Yeah, so I appear on another thing. No one has it there. Like, who in their right mind at YouTube thought that was a good idea?
Might you have a moment to speak further?
So yeah, YouTube has introduced what is basically, they now allow you to stream to both horizontal and vertical, but they don't allow you to place the camera anywhere. Hey, happy late Friday, Byron. The cool thing is it kind of merges. If you're doing it through YouTube's internal thing, it merges the actual chats together. So both the YouTube short rendition and the proper one is basically pushing out on the same thing. YouTube is handling everything in the background. So it's kind of cool. But it's so limited in what they allow you to do. They don't allow you to put any overlays on there. They don't allow you to put anything in terms of where you can put the camera or anything. Everything is just kind of just fixed, and it's weird. It only displays the kind of middle column where my character is. That's what's displayed now on the horizontal if you check it out on YouTube Shorts. And it's just so weird that they didn't think for a second that people might actually find it useful to put their portrait at the top with the video at the bottom. Yeah, you can switch. This is basically right now streaming on horizontal and vertical, but the horizontal basically has the full view. The vertical doesn't have me in there because I'm in the bottom right hand corner, as opposed to if I want to appear on the vertical, I have to be in the middle of the stream, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? Hey, look, I'm on time today. I can't be late if it's not a predestined thing. But yeah, from next week, we're going to be doing lots more Let's Plays with games that I'm just going to be playing. And they didn't give me a copy, and I'm not paying money for that crap. Yeah. Or if you just want to watch the gameplay and stuff like that, same thing. I don't even know how I can adjust the Tuesday and Thursday streams to have me in the center. It would mean that I mean, I could do it, but I would have to remove the B-roll. Like, you know, like the stuff that's playing on screen, like the video and stuff. So it'd basically be me, and then we would switch towards the stuff on the thing, and then I'd switch back and talk on my own. It doesn't surprise me. I watched some of it. It's awful. The Ronique Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam. So, check this out, right? The miss is all proud, bought me some energy drinks. I'm drinking these things like it's, you know, soda pop. Can after can, and it's like doing nothing. I can drink like 4 cans of these and fall asleep immediately. Thank you for the sub. And, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can absolutely fall asleep on these after drinking 4 of these. It turns out that the amount of caffeine in these energy drinks that she's buying is 0.03. Keep in mind, Red Bull has 72 grams of this stuff. These cheap energy drinks have 0.03. At least now I know why they're not working. But it doesn't say caffeine free on there. Like, what's the point of an energy drink if it has no caffeine? Running Green is a clear threat. All right, we need to go in here. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plane have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress through the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Level 100, item level 730. Mate, I'm not even 700. Come on. But it's cool that YouTube is now allowing for this. I'm really hoping that they improve what you can do. Maybe it becomes smart enough to detect your camera and place you at the top.
Hetsu is coming this way.
What brand were they? I'm not sure if you can see that. Blue Bolt 0. But yeah, so
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear.
I mean, there's no harm in me dual streaming now because the chats are merged. Mate, it was bad, Brandon.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
Well, if you have it, send it my way. I will make us a video.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
I appreciate the support for the videos this year, though. They've been doing quite alright.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna beat him up with my book. Pray, we must pray to the hetero.
There they are!
Wing it!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
What do you want to do? Ah. Go away, Erenville. Avowed is good now, right?
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind. There must be something up ahead. Come!
Oh no, they're killing the Ronique.
These are no match for the likes of us.
He's dead.
In a panic was clearly an understatement.
Summer is such a nice job to play. I know, man. But hey, the developers are happy with it. They're saying that it is the best reviewed game they've had so far. Not reviewed, selling game. I'm guessing people haven't cancelled their pre-orders yet.
You're mine.
You know, I kind of wanted Code Violet to be good. I wanted it to be good, man. You guys know me, man. I don't like, you know, studios failing. Although these guys absolutely deserve it. 100%. It would be nice if I actually got some cool gear, right? Just one piece of gear would actually make a huge difference. Like the weapon, right?
It seems that did the trick.
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Hey, Banisher. Uh-oh.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
Nah, X won't be banned here.
That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
There! That one there!
Mate, he is scared, boy. Your bullets did nothing.
Not so fast.
Rip. Hey, Devin, thank you for the gifted membership, my dude. This is Final Fantasy 14.
Even should it cost me my life.
Kill him.
I will save the head soul.
See, when it done that kind of big scream, at that point you turn around and say, do you know what? I'm not saving the Hetzo anymore. It's all good. I didn't mean it.
Kona, are you all right?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
My guy should take the glasses off.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right. Let's finish the job.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
It's a good game, right, Brandon? No. We don't need that guy.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch.
Mate, I just unleashed my most powerful attack,
Buy me some time to
and it did nothing.
It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
You better find it soon. I'm just gonna step out of that.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Right. Go for the legs.
Oh, the legs. Pulled a bit of Phoenix in there. Oh, baby, look at the damage now, boys. That skill speed is spell speed, I should say. Oh, no. Did you guys see the power creep on on Wuthering Waves? That was funny. Basically, with each major update, the ultimate skill just gets completely out of control.
Now we just have to keep it pinned. Get thinking, Kona.
active current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Hey, Brooklyn is getting beats.
I've got it! One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and...
Okay, where did that come from?
you're done for!
Hey, Power Boss.
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
There's nothing stopping us now.
Come on, I can get one more in. Go, 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 go. Ah, yeah.
Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Yee. Uh-oh. My guy took out a sniper rifle. How are you, pal?
We must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
My guy, you might want to... Oh my god, I got 7 damage up. Thank god. I had 8 stacks. One proper hit from that boss and I was dead.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
I kind of wish this game was fully voiced. It's a shame it isn't. I mean, the story beats are all voiced,
The
for the
Ronek have
most
all
part.
made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, bow of reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, Yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Wait, Devin is number 3, Brick is number 2. Who's number 1?
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
No, Soul is number 2. Oh wait, Power, you're number 2. Okay, that made me laugh. Thank you for the super sticker, dude. No, don't do that.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means
That
to
was
deter
funny,
the
though.
Ronek from
That was
approaching
funny.
the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
The timing on that was
Must say,
perfect.
I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozenihetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozenihetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Do you know, Power Boss? I'm constantly stuck in that state. I keep, you know, there's so many games I want to play, and by the time I decide what I want to play, I end up just sitting down and watching some TV instead. I'm kind of spoilt for choice at the moment, and every time I sit down to play something, I get overwhelmed. And then, of course, I've got, you know, the gacha games I play, which always have content continuously.
Well distracted, I heard one cry. Save our son! Save the Hetzo!
So his parents were there at the camp.
After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast.
I don't know what Kuro did, but people went from 17 FPS or like 10 FPS on mobile to 60 FPS. So you know, credit where credit's due, man. They finally cracked it. I finished Ninja Gaiden 4. I think Ninja Gaiden 4 was just too long.
Windborne words reports say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And that brave couple was your parents. Were his parents.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today.
Just put it down to story mode, Banish. It gets super easy. I mean, the bosses can still be a little annoying, but they're not difficult. I just found Ninja Gaiden 4, you know, it was... Honestly, it was just too long for its own good. It overstayed its welcome. And the final few stages, I'd say the final 4 stages, has you repeating the same levels that you did already. Like, literally going through, fighting the same bosses, but from a different perspective. Kind of like, well, you'll understand when you get there. There is a reason for it. But they could have easily just did a 5, you know, like a 2-3 minute cutscene that would have explained all of that. But instead they added 4 hours of gameplay. It was just pure padding for the sake of padding. There was no reason for it.
It is thanks to them that
There's
I
19
live to
chapters,
know the
Barboss.
warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Well, at least he finally found out why his parents left him and abandoned him. They got chumped up by that monster. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Chaos Prime, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn Servant and as the oft-imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronek straying from their favoured grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether, strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Hey Steve-O, how's it going? Let us return to Charlotte Station and begin work on it. Walleaker and his crew all will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. You mean the check price from this morning? Yeah, I wouldn't put much stock onto that. Don't forget, do you remember how they were saying the Xbox LIX was going to be like, you know, $2 grand and $1,500 and stupidness like that? So I wouldn't put much stock onto that. Also, the machines won't be available at retail, so I'm really not sure where the check prices are coming from. They're going to be available directly from Steam. But yeah, if it does come out for like $1,000, it's dead on arrival. You can build a better PC for cheaper than that. I checked up RAM in over here in the UK today. DDR5 is going for like 350 quid for 32 gigabytes. I mean, it used to be like 150, so it's kind of doubled in price, but still nowhere near the American prices. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So maybe the UK prices will still be favorable. So the Rodic were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are, and Val Kawana's not too bad himself with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on tracks before you know it.
We're ready to go.
But yeah, I would say just wait until the prices are out. I still expect it to be in the UK about $5.99 if they're smart, and that's maximum. Because Valve can subsidize, there's no reason for them to go above the odds.
As good as new.
I didn't.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine.
But there's no Mario, right? Or Zelda. So is it really that surprising? Metroid doesn't hold the same weight as it used to. And unfortunately, Mario Kart World didn't really shine. Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense, Power Boss. How can it be down when there's no data to predict to show what it was? Xbox was down 40% from last year. There's no year-on-year sales for Switch 2. So they're kind of merging Switch 1 and Switch 2 sales into that, which is silly. They shouldn't be doing that. Just think of it logically. They can't do a year-on-year sales for the Switch. I mean, there can't be. The Switch 2 released this year. I know you're comparing it to Switch 1, but that's a different console. Yeah, but how can the Switch 2's... You know, they're comparing the holiday season. It wasn't available in the previous year. So you're comparing it to 0 sales. So whatever it made this year would be a profit, no? you're also comparing the Switch one, which was way cheaper and had all those games available for it. I mean, you even have that crappy one that's kind of like all built in, the Lite. I don't know. The Nintendo one will be next year. Will probably be a much more realistic approach to it. Oh, if you're comparing it to the Switch one, fine. But what I'm saying is, when you're comparing PlayStation, they're comparing PS5 from 2024 December to 2025 December in terms of just those months. And then if you look at Xbox, they're doing the same for that holiday period. Switch 2 doesn't have any comparison data. They're having to compare it with the previous console, which had a lot more riding on it. But the Switch 2 is just too expensive, in my opinion. For what it is. I mean, it was a much more palatable thing with the game. The fact that you got Mario Kart for 430 quid, it was still pricey. It should have been $3.99 with the game. And then say like $349.99 without the game. I think it would have sold a lot better.
Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly.
The Wii U was a failed experiment, but the Wii U then gave rise to the Switch. So when you think about it, it served its purpose. Even though it failed historically in every metric, it still, gave rise to Nintendo to kind of get rid of the handheld consoles and go down one route instead of having two. I also feel them doing that also made Nintendo quite lazy. Their output used to be a lot higher previously, but I feel like their output has definitely gone down, and it's not like their hardware has gotten that much more, impressive. Maybe it's just me, but Nintendo launching without a Mario game seems really, really kind of weird. No Mario, no Zelda. Yeah, Code Violet got what it deserved.
Besides, the ethereal whistle.
Hey, Conker, how's it going?
And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
They do. Yeah, Mario Kart just isn't.
Right.
I don't know.
If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Mario Kart 8 is backwards compatible, so most people really didn't need another Mario Kart. they tried something new with Mario Kart World, and we don't know if it's actually going to work. What they should have launched it with was another Smash Brothers. Can you imagine if they launched a Switch 2 only Smash Brothers? Man, those Switch 2s would have flew off the shelves. Or a Switch 2 Mario only. It would have flown off the shelves. Or even a Switch 2 Zelda only. It would have flown off the shelves. A Star Fox. You know, you got some really big IPs. Metroid just isn't a big IP anymore in my eyes. They kind of let it die. Like you know, Xbox has just kind of like pushed Halo aside. I feel like that's what Nintendo have done with the Metroid brand. They've just kind of just pushed it to the side and just left it there. Its best days were on the Game Boy Advance with the 3DS. The 2D games were awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. I've seen it being played. Have you actually watched any clips? The audio cuts out left, right, and center. Like you're firing, like the dinosaurs are invisible. You don't see them until they're right in your face. And then when you're shooting them, there's no audio. There's no like sound coming out of your weapons or anything. And then suddenly you'll get a bit of sound and then it cuts out again. The game is a complete mess. But apparently their pre-orders have gone through the roof. So as far as they're concerned, it's a success. If we're done talking about this, let's put this train through her paces. There's game breaking bugs in the Power Boss. There's stuff like you collect an item, and then if you die, the item disappears and you can't get it again. And apparently they're looking into trying to fix it, but they can't reproduce it. But people are moaning now because they can't even progress on the game because they've lost the item.
There's a Ronik up ahead.
What the hell is a Ronik doing on the road?
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
I did pick up Quantum Error. It was like £5 on PlayStation on sale. In case we ever do hit 10,000 subs, you guys might want me to suffer. So, you know, it's there.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Oh, really, Steve? Oh, that's mean. Our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
I needed hard drive space, so I needed to get rid of Black Ops. My gotcha game needed
And
an
with your
update.
permission, Vow of Reason, the Choctaw Railroad is back in service.
Hey, Ghosty. An 8TB NVMe. That must cost like $1,000 today, man. Man got deep pockets. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the drone. First Shalani and then the continent. Watch out, Choctaw. Here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. Ah, standard HD. Right. That's fair. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. Ah. This, I wonder which expansion this which update this ends. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread the word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her work on? Galulja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kachia we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, the hell is a little bubble? Is that a teeny tiny Kachiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take a no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you full story on the way. I watched a movie today called Unthinkable. Has anyone watched that? That film was messed up. Yeah, I can only do one series at a time. I'm currently watching The Good Doctor. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. That's what I said. It's what I said. Why ain't that door opening? That's why it's not opening. I've only seen 2 episodes of Fallout Season 2. I'm guessing there's 2 more now. I need to catch up. It was brutal, that film, though, Steve. But Sam, you know, Samuel was right all the way. He had the right of it. I kind of agreed with him. A simpler yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Chille has nearly finished processing data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. Ah, Y'shtola returns. I'm interrupting something, I gather? That film was not very good, Banisher. I don't know, I saw it on YouTube Shorts, a clip of it. They usually like show clips and it looked interesting, so I sat down and watched it. What, the new Superman? The new Superman was awful, man. The only good thing about the new Superman was Crypto. I mean, the support characters were way better than Superman. I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep sea notes for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electro. Wait, so you... It was a Superman film that actually felt like a Superman? No! No way. 90% of that movie was him moping over Lois Lane. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electro. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
I mean, he saved the people when it mattered.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so To answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Chille herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
That's what you would expect to happen normally, right? Having 0 casualties doesn't make sense.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
I mean, look at the Batman versus Superman. Batman kills a guy in his first 10 seconds of the film starting.
My name is Chille, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother?
Not really, Ghosty. The script between the Batman versus Superman was on a timeline where Joker had killed Robin. Batman broke. He gave no shits at that point.
Officially was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatch to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Turyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army.
I mean, it happened in the comics. What aren't you buying? I haven't seen the Snyder Cut yet. I really should sit down and watch that. I've only seen the original Justice League. Oh, nice, Chille. Wait, I just noticed Chille's in chat. Hello, Chille.
To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life.
So I'm testing out this new feature tonight where on YouTube you can actually set it to dual stream, so you stream in vertical and horizontal. But the annoying thing is you can't actually set your picture to appear in place. It only shows the middle of the screen, and so my actual face and stuff is completely off screen, and there's no way for you to edit it. It's a cool first attempt, and it's better than nothing. And it does actually, it does work, and it works off the same thing, and it combines the chats as well. So that's actually really cool. It like does a lot of the work, but there's just zero customizability. So I'm really hoping that they add some of that stuff to it later down the line.
When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions.
Who got wild first? He died on wave 28. No, this isn't StreamYard. This is directly through YouTube. YouTube has rolled out to select content creators the ability to enable dual mode. So you basically go live, and if you've enabled dual mode, it will also just create a 9:16 stream for you, you know, on a vertical stream for you. But there's no way to edit what they see. It's literally just the middle of the screen. So if you're talking on it like I am now, but I'm in the center, it appears perfectly fine. But if you're to the side of anything like I am on the horizontal view, you don't see yourself in the vertical view. It just shows the center of the screen. It kind of takes all the hassle and all the head work off you. It combines the chats and everything. So, you know, it's a really cool idea. It's been a big requested feature for YouTube. They just need to now be able to figure out a way to get your camera to the top and have the game displayed at the bottom. Now, most people have 2 streams running at the same time to make that work. I get it. But then you have the problem of having 2 separate chats and everything, and and you've got 2 separate streams running off the same rig that's also playing the game as well. So it becomes a lot more taxing. I'm looking at it now. The horizontal shows me, the vertical doesn't. Oh, really, Lucrezia? Nah, you're good.
I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
I mean, it is your fault, Steve. After you posted that picture, Keir Starmer came out wanting to ban Twitter on bloody in the UK. Totally your fault.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon.
It's definitely live. It's in the YouTube shorts somewhere.
That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today, it should have been today. The beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me! Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
I mean, that's if I want to make any clips from it, sure. But right now, it's live. There's nothing I can do in... There's no point in downloading it if it's live, right? Yeah, but if social media gets banned, that means Gears of War gets banned. I don't make the rules. That's just what people say.
He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaninuka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gululja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Chille. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. But now, farewell. A word before you leave? Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reactions have been polar opposites. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliyola were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lane 9. Steve, Chille, have you seen the advert with Mr. Bean for Snickers? I've got this mental image of you guys being like that. Check it out, Mr. Bean Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. That's literally the mental image I've got in my head. That's funny. That's just funny. Whoever made that advert needs a raise. That was a good advert. By the way, did you guys know that Mr. Bean only has 14 episodes? That's it. There's only 14 episodes. That's crazy considering it feels like there is like a million episodes of that. But apparently there's only 14. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Live action.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function.
Yeah, Man vs. Baby is funny. I really enjoyed that.
I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware.
I think one of my favorite scenes from Blackadder was the one where the two knights are fighting and the guy swings, chops his arm off, and then the other arm, and then the leg, and he's still hopping trying to bite him. That is pure comedy. Good old Blackadder.
It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do?
Was it Monty Python? I can't remember. That was funny though. It might have been actually. I think it is Monty Python. I'm thinking the wrong thing. Monty's another great one. That's one of my favorite scenes. It's hilarious, man.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Banish, I see you as number 2. But I also see Brick as number 2.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Wait, what?
What?
Nah, we will never get comedy like that.
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset and I don't know what to do!
You had one job, Brick. Literally one job.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
How was she back though?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty?
Yeah. Oh, they're being brainwashed.
What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria.
Even his speech changed. It became monotone. She's controlling them again. Man, Sphene just does not quit.
Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
You can hear it in his voice as well. He's being forced to say words that he's not saying.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed?
Banisher, sometimes having that much of a budget is a bad thing. Because you don't know what to do with it. Who, Sphene? No, Sphene is essentially AI. She's basically like a mainframe AI that controls everything. Those things on their heads are contraptions that allow you to collect souls. So every time you die, you can basically inherit another soul to bring you back to life. But she's the one that kind of controls the supply of those souls, but you defeated her and kind of sent her to another realm. How she's back now is weird, but clearly she's back in full force because she's able to manipulate everyone now at the same time again. So she's at full power, even though we shut down all the data centers.
This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children. I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort.
See? Because we shut it down.
You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
Wait, what?
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel, one not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
UPerfect. The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Might be time to back away now.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Have a good night, Steve. Hey, Woodpit. Yeah, I jumped on to test out this dual streaming thing. Yeah, that didn't look like a puppet. That smile was evil. That smile was evil. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. I played 9, but I only got up to Vivi's village. And then my save got corrupted, and I never went back. And then the rumors came out that there was a remake, and so I waited, and then they lost the rumors, and the remake didn't happen, and then they said they don't have the source code anymore, which kind of sucks. So I'm probably going to go back and play it. Now that I have my Xbox LIX, I can just load it on there and play. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. Wait, there's a fan remaster in 3D? Look, Sanchez, I might be unemployed and I might be hurting at the moment, but I'm not hurting that much. Like, there's certain things I'm willing to do, but that one isn't one of them. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in their honor. It is as if their memories have been erased. Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, Death Stranding. What sort of game are you trying? What sort of game do you want to like dive into? Witcher 3, I would say, is more fantasy story action related. Cyberpunk is just more, I think, honestly, more story. With, well, Cyberpunk is the opposite of Witcher with action. Death Stranding is, in my opinion, just a novel, but a very good novel. What is troubling, however, is their denial. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have, we must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Alright. These might be worth something.
My people, are they safe? Why am I?
How is Y'shtola not seeing her? Oh, she is. Alright, that's that update done. I'm guessing that was 7.1. I think we're on 7.5 now. A glimmer of the past. Chaos Prime, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lemity. She should arrive shortly. Chaos Prime, glad to see you here too. Maybe I'll start getting some gear at some point. I desperately need gear. And speak of the devil, let's catch up. Let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliolal and spoke with Koana. I told him all about the records left behind by Galuljar's mother, as well as Sven's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Galuljar's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sven. She has been making regular appearances before the people, and each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sven death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Sven is the chief suspect. Many believe that Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Urban Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the back room. She is unwell, and Y'shtola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. Okay, well, we're actually going to get to see who the thing is. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come to. Man. I was going to say, I wonder who that girl was that collapsed at the end of 7.0 or 7.1. I get to find out straight away. Let's go! The break room is at the end of the hallway through the door. We can go whenever you're ready. I don't even have to wait. I can just go through. So who was it? Sven?
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Y'shtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sven was created. The original Queen Sven of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sven died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean?
I mean, we're talking 4 centuries here. Where has she been?
I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Have a good night, Ghosty.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange dark room. Outside there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal.
Oh shit. So the AI locked her in there for 4 centuries. No way. But then how did she escape?
Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
Yeah, we turned it all off. So how is she back in her... Yeah, but if the memories go into the system, when you turn it off, they die, right? They don't return back to their bodies. Yeah, but their consciousness should die with it because their consciousness was in the data centers. How is she now returned from that world to here? Maybe.
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
Okay, that explains why she hasn't aged in 4 centuries.
Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood.
Right, so her consciousness wasn't uploaded into the data center. Her whole physical being was placed in there.
Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
Yeah, she was put in cryosleep.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Man, waking up and everything you know is gone.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. but it seems the truth is rather different.
Can you imagine waking up and finding out everyone you knew and cared for is gone? Friends, family, everything. Just gone. Don't forget, when you wake up, it's almost like you've just woken up the next day. You went to sleep and then woke up 4 centuries later. And everything. That's dark, man. That's crazy. I do not believe that you are lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. But let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kral for now.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale.
Banish.
I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
She would have, Power Boss, but as she said, Y'shtola and Alisei kind of fixed that magic.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Y'shtola is the mother sort. Alisei never abandons those in need. They're comrades you can rely on. Yeah, if I pick Y'shtola, I know Alisei is going to get pissed off. If I pick Alisei, Y'shtola is going to come at me. So they're comrades you can rely on.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sveen?
Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes.
There's another question though. Why now? We shut the servers down quite some time ago. So why did she only appear now? Shouldn't she have theoretically have woken up and be discharged from the pod the moment we shut the servers down?
That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
Moonlight, it's the same way as they said the LIX was going to be 1200 when they converted it. It's just one of those things, man. Until we get official pricing, it's not worth relying on those prices. Everyone is kind of just making content on it at the moment because it's newsworthy and, you know, it gets the views. Even I considered making a video on it just for the sake of the views, but I'm not sure I will. Because it's not reliable. And if, you know, if the Xbox Ally X and the Xbox Ally should have taught anyone anything, is that converting the price from whatever currency to dollars is futile. It's never going to be that simple. Every country has their own tax, their own whatever. So, you know. Oh, quarantine zone. I think I actually wanted to check that out. I mean, I've been considering picking up 32 gigs of DDR5 memory. They're at 350 quid at the moment, and that's really my only bottleneck. Everything else has stayed the same in terms of motherboard and CPU. I'm still kind of tempted to go with the 9950X 3D, even though the 9850 is better for gaming. I kind of need it for productivity. I'm just hoping 32 gigabytes will be enough for Photoshop and thing. At least I'll be able to make do for now. But I can technically get a motherboard, the RAM, and CPU for near enough £1,000. And with my graphics card, it should see me through for at least another year.
But I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
You can't find one stick of RAM brick. I've looked everywhere, man. No one is selling a single stick of RAM for... Everyone sells it in two sticks now. I can't find single sticks. $10 bob. But if you can find a place in the UK selling it for, you know, single sticks, let me know, man. Oh, my tower's great. I've got the Corsair, I think it's 5000 or 6000D case. Viper was the one that recommended me this one. I've got enough room in this baby for a 5090 and then some. Not that I'm going to buy the 5090. Like I said, I was looking at some videos, and the 3090 Ti, which is what I've got at the moment, when paired with a 9950 X and X3D, was playing all the games that my PC right now is struggling to play at like 60 FPS it was running them at 4K at over 100 FPS. So it looks like there's still some life in this old dog for the graphics card, but the CPU combination I have right now just is the limiting factor. I'm guessing I'm just being severely limited by the 12th gen CPU that I've got for Intel. I'll take a picture of my PC and post it on Discord. We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wooklamot.
Seekers of Eternity. We've started the next expansion. Well, next big update. Thank you as well, Chaos Prime, for your kindness. The Endless Fiend. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. It sure is. Alright, this is going to be a short stream today. If you guys like, I can continue streaming this tomorrow. There is also Parasite Mutant that I downloaded that could be interesting. There is another game that I've been given early access to. I'm trying to contact the actual people to see if I can stream that. If I can, we might have a look at that as well. But it depends if they give me permission to stream it. They haven't said you can or can't, so I don't want to stream it or even name what it is. So until I get confirmation, we'll have to wait on that. But I think this has been pretty successful in terms of the actual stream for the vertical one, at least for the gaming side. I know I don't appear in there at all. And there is a total of 21 people apparently. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I know I'm not in the video, or I think I'm like partially in the video of some kind. But either way, it looks no, I'm not in the video at all. It's good enough for gaming, at least. At least I can hear my voice. But yeah, if you guys want me to continue streaming this, we'll go with this, unless something else pops up. But until then, I'm gonna go get some rest. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been awesome. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, folks. Thanks, Chille. They give the go-ahead. And Brick, I will check out PC Specialist before I go to bed, just to see what they're saying. Because I can get 2 sticks of 16 for £340. Well, if they give the go-ahead, make sure after your next live stream, you let us know your next live stream will be it. No worries, buddy. Have a good night. I'm out.